Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hi,
Hi.
can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Thank you.
I'm good. I'm excited, actually.
I'm excited to. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Power of Pageantry series. My name is MUKUBI. I am all the way from South Africa, and we are on episode 36. Today, as you can see, I have this stunning girl here. As I always say, the best introduction is self-introduction. So, Innocentia, go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone.
Hello, everyone. My name is INNOCENTIA MUKUBI. I'm from Namibia. I was the very first Miss Teen Universe Namibia 2023, and also the first Miss Teen Universe Africa 2024.
My first question is, how and when did you discover pageantry?
Actually, very funny story. So I discovered pageantry actually by a mistake. It was back in 2019. 20? Yeah, 2019. My best friend decided she wanted to try runway modeling. And at the time, she was way taller than me. And then I was like, I can't go. We can't have this hobby that we can do together. And then I was like, why don't I try something in the same line, but different? And then I remember one day we sat down and we were searching for pageants and pageants. And then I found one. And then we traveled. She came with me to my first pageant, and I fell in love ever since.
Paid for and what led you to advocate for it?
Pardon? Your network cut out.
What do you advocate for and what led you to advocate for that?
So I advocate for the boy child empowerment, but mainly through positive masculinity. I, for one, believe that in the world we always tend to focus more on one aspect of boy child empowerment, but I wanted to be more on positive masculinity, because as boys they're always taught from young that they should not cry, they should be strong, and it very much is something that can affect not only them but the people that they interact with, right? So with my initiative, the 4x4 initiative, it's all about a brother is not a burden. They should be another brother that is there, that allows the other brother to cry on. They should be able to help them from the rocks and be able to show them that there's nothing wrong with having positive masculinity. Even though it can be sometimes a barrier, it's I feel that it's very positive in our society nowadays, especially for men that want to become fathers. They'll be able to understand women better, because for me, in the whole 4x4 initiative, it's very much, let's say, testosterone built, right? We have very few women inside the organization, right? And the part that I play the most is I'm a coach and a mentor, and I talk about usually relationships and how women feel about certain aspects, because as much as the men are helping guide each other, we as women also need to be able to guide and help them understand this is why we feel a certain way about certain subjects. Yes.
What is the most important thing you have learned about yourself that you didn't know about yourself through pageantry?
The one thing is that I love to dress up. I love getting all glitz and glam. I feel like it's my favorite part of the day. I love sitting down and doing my hair and doing my makeup. It feels like it's such a therapy session, and I just feel grounded. Another thing that I learned is the power of my voice. I never knew that I can speak something and people would actually put it into action, right? I learned that my voice is very powerful and I'm actually a very powerful speaker. I always used to be very shy and I'd really avoid all public speaking, but now that is literally what drives me. It's this my strongest ability.
Do you believe public speaking is important in pageantry?
Yes, absolutely. Not only is public speaking important in pageantry, I also believe it's a fundamental life skill we should all have. Because with public speaking, you are able to effectively communicate not only with the person you're talking to, like for example, our live now, but people at school, at your university. It's a very fundamental role, and I'm so grateful that it's heavily emphasized in pageantry.
In your opinion, has social media helped or hurt our society?
Actually, I think both. It goes both ways. Social media definitely helps us by bringing awareness on certain topics, informing us about other things, connecting people globally, like now on our live. But it has also definitely hurt us in the sense that there's a lot of bullying, there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of bad things get spread on social media. But I feel that it depends how you as an individual use it. If you use it for good, then you can definitely impact other people.
Definitely, definitely. As you know, when you say in, oh my God. Okay, yeah, when you talked about connecting people globally, yeah, like we are doing right now, we are able to have conversation in real time. And
Yes.
although sometimes we have people from other countries, but you can still be able to interact with people from anywhere in the world, and you get to
Mm-hmm.
build system relationship that lasts a long time.
Yes.
What qualities do you believe a title holder should have?
Oh, that's a good one actually. I believe that definitely a title holder should have integrity, especially integrity towards the crown, towards your title. They should have a lot of respect. They should definitely be independent and self-reliant. Because one thing that I've picked up from this my whole pageantry journey is that sometimes it's going to get hard. You're gonna have to be you sometimes you cannot always depend on other people. You have to be able to do your preps and all your advocacies and stuff. You have to be able to do that by yourself. So if a title holder has these qualities, I feel that she is well rounded, that she's able to achieve tasks and just enjoy her reign.
So I see there was someone who requested to join the live. We are not taking any requests, but you can definitely send your question and movement.
I'm so sorry, the network cut again. So I didn't hear your question.
How will you convince a naysayer that pageantry empowers young girls and women?
I would convince them by showing them, because people definitely love to see them here, show them what other queens have done within their society, for one. For me, I would show them that how many young girls have messaged me and asking me on guidance and how they can improve themselves, right? So with pageantry, I feel that the way I can tell them is that pageantry helps build yourself as a person. It helps build you in the sense of emotionally and mentally, because you become stronger and you are able to carry out tasks. It creates independence. It's an all-rounded emotional development.
Do you believe community service is important in pageantry?
Could you please repeat your question?
Do you believe community service is important in pageantry?
I definitely do think so. I definitely do think it is.
Okay. What is the biggest barrier to confidence and how can we overcome that?
To confidence, it definitely has to be self-doubt and comparison between others. Us as people, we tend to compare ourselves to the next. It's either you're comparing that, okay, this one has this that I don't have, so on and so forth, and that is a factor that can break down your confidence. So if someone, for example, that they feel that their confidence isn't fully at the point that they can go out and express themselves fully, I feel that they can definitely start with self-love and understand themselves and not and then they shouldn't compare themselves to other people, because I always told myself I'm always my biggest competition. I'm always trying to become better, but not try to be better than somebody else, but better than the person I am today.
That is powerful, very powerful. What do you think is the biggest issue facing teenagers in today's world and how can they overcome that?
A big issue definitely has to be stereotypes, stereotypes and comparison within each other, and how that we all want to be this certain type of model, even though that model does not exist. And many a times this always comes from social media in our society, because those are one things that influence us greatly. If we have to talk about how we can overcome them, like I said, you are your biggest competition. It's something that we do not all have to fight to be a certain way, have a certain look, but if you just compete with yourself, you can develop your own personal growth and your personal development on your own. And then every outside comparison, every outside comment does not affect you, because you know yourself inside and out.
Amen. What is the biggest change you would love to see in the next generation?
Definitely has to be empathy and understanding each other. I feel that in my generation we still lock heads. We still lock heads on a lot of topics, and everybody has their different opinion, but not everyone is open to understanding the other person's opinion and perspective. So for me, in the next generation, I would love to see, for example, my fellow youth being able to firstly openly express themselves about an issue they have, or something that they want to talk about, and the receiving party to be able to fully listen to them and understand where they're coming from.
If you could be on a magazine cover, which would it be?
Okay, so actually, I there are so many magazines out there that I can't choose one. But if I had to categorize it, I would say one, on a magazine cover that empowers women, and two, one that promotes inclusivity and diversity.
July 2023, you competed at Miss Teen Namibia and you emerged first runner-up. Share with us your experience and give advice to those who want to become Miss Teen Namibia.
Miss Teen Namibia 2023 was such a beautiful and amazing experience. That is one thing I should say. It's something that definitely helped build my character, helped me understand pageantry from the biggest competitions within our country. For any young girl out there, I would say go for it. If you feel that you're ready and that you are able to tackle all the challenges that do come with it, because no pageant is just perfect, then definitely go for it. It's something that it's a once in a lifetime opportunity that I feel that every single girl in Namibia should definitely take part in at least once.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where will you go?
That one is actually quite difficult because I want to go everywhere. I want to learn about everyone's country. I want to learn about the food, the culture. But if I have to think, I would love to go to Greece.
Hmm. So you were the first ever Miss Universe Namibia. What did it mean for you to be the first ever to represent Namibia at Miss Teen Universe?
It was such a humbling and emotional experience. Firstly, because my national director, she saw the potential in me and she knew I'm the right person to carry the crown. So I was very, how do I say, I was very excited. For one, I was a little bit overwhelmed because I was like, I must set the standard for the next Namibian queen. And I really feel that I have set an amazing standard and I've really made a path for any future Miss Teen Universe Namibia. And it being my first time to go, and me going to Miss Teen Universe was such an amazing experience. We can first start with the travel of me going to Colombia. I've never been out of Africa, so I can say I've been to South America. That was absolutely amazing. And just seeing how an international, the one of the highest ranking teen pageants do it, and now it actually helped me understand that if I one day want to go to Miss Universe, Miss Earth, Miss World, Miss Cosmos, it actually helped build that foundation for me, so I am forever grateful.
Yes, you did set a high standard. I know that you did because you did so well. The
Thank you.
moment you were set Namibia,
Mhm.
that you saw the set in bold Namibia and you realized that this is it, I'm here, I'm representing Namibia. How did you feel?
I was so, how do I say, I was so overly excited for one, because I felt one overly excited and I felt a lot of honor because I'm not just representing myself, I'm representing my whole nation. And I went to Miss Teen Universe to show and showcase what Namibia is and who Namibia is, because for Namibia, she's a very unknown country, and me being able to go to the biggest pageant, the biggest teen pageant, just brings more diversity and more inclusion towards my country.
Being the first ever Miss Teen Universe Namibia, you got crowned as Miss Teen Universe Africa. So what was your whole experience? How has the experience been as Miss Teen Universe Africa?
The experience has been definitely so, if I have to put it was so life changing. For one, I went to Miss Teen Universe. We all go with the ambition to win, right? And then when I was sash the best in Africa, I was like, what? Me? The other countries have competed before. I haven't competed before. This is the first time I'm here. And I was like, this is so humbling. This is such a beautiful experience because, for one, I was very scared going there because I knew the competition was going to be very tough. Being crowned Africa was more than enough. I was so grateful. I was so happy. And the way I feel that it changed my life is that I've began to travel more and I get more recognition for my projects with a higher title. And the nice part is that South Africa is now the host country for next year. And I promote not only Africa, but I promote my sister country. So I'm so grateful for the overall opportunity it's brought me.
Yes. So if this okay, if me here I don't know Namibia. I've never been to Namibia.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanna go to Namibia one day. So what would you tell someone who wants to come to Namibia?
Mm-hmm. I would tell them to come and come fast. Run, don't walk. Namibia is absolutely beautiful. Namibia is amazing. The first places that I would tell you is to come to the capital city so that you can learn about our history and our culture and all the different landmarks we have. Then definitely I would love for you to go to our national park, Etosha National Park, where you can see all the wildlife we have in Namibia. That's up north. Then you can also travel south to the Sossusvlei, where we have the red dunes and everything. And to finish your stay, you should definitely go to our coastal towns, Swakopmund and Walvis Bay, where you can see where the dunes meet the ocean, and you can go on boat cruises. You can just have a full round experience of my country.
Oh, before I forget, you just turned
Yes.
19. Happy birthday.
Thank you so
It is,
much. Thank you.
if anyone has any questions, please send them through. I only have 3 questions left. So if anyone has a question, type it in and we'll check it out. Having represented Namibia and Africa at Miss Teen Universe, and now as Miss Teen Universe Africa, what message do you have for all the African delegates coming to South Africa for Miss Teen Universe 2024?
Okay. So for one, South Africa is your home. I feel that in South Africa, we are all welcomed. We are still in Africa. We are still in the heart. We are basically at home. Even though I'm not South African, whenever I travel to South Africa, I just feel at home. It's my neighboring country, my sister country. I'm just at home. For one, to the contestants, you should definitely enjoy yourself to the fullest. If you can stay longer in South Africa after to explore, I would for one to say that, because I also would love to stay in South Africa longer and explore and learn about your culture and your landmarks and everything. I've been to South Africa before, but I feel that the experience you're going to get at Miss Teen Universe is going to be like no other. And you should take it with pride and with dignity, and you should overall enjoy yourself, but don't forget this is a competition.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a question here. What challenges have you faced during your reign and how have you overcome them?
One of the challenges definitely has to be within myself. So, for one, I would say self doubt, which is something normal that people do experience. And the way that I had to overcome that was just to know that I was put here for a reason. God gave me this opportunity. He gave me this opportunity not just to be a walk in the park, for it to change me and to change how I experience things. Another challenge was probably a little bit of the time management, but not from my end, with the designers and the people that I had to work with. It was a little bit tricky because you have like a due date in mind. You're like, okay, I want everything done, for example, by the 10th. I'm leaving on the 20th. I need to practice at A, B, C, D. Then someone calls you and they're like, um, it's not going to be done. And being able to be okay in that space and understand that they are also just human, I feel that that's also one of the challenges I face.
So give us your top five pageants that you would love to participate in. It can be national or international, any pageant.
That I've participated in or want to.
to?
Okay, for one, Miss Universe. Definitely want to go to Miss Universe. If I do have the opportunity, I would definitely want to do Miss Namibia. I would also love to go to Miss Earth or Miss World. One of our new pageant, Miss Cosmos. Miss Cosmo, I would love to go there as well. And for another one, I would have to think probably Miss International or Miss Charm.
I want to do all of them. I want to do all of them.
Me too.
I
If
don't
I
know
could, I
how.
would do every pageant out there. If I could, I would.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do that. Obviously, I want to like go to every international pageant that I know of. Miss Earth, Miss Universe, Miss Supranational, Miss World,
Yes.
Miss.
Also forgot about
But I
Miss
don't
Supranational. Yes.
there. But I want to actually win. Imagine having all those titles. Miss Charm, Miss Cosmo. Like I can see it's an interesting one. So very much
Yes.
interested in going.
Yes.
Any more questions, guys? So now my favorite questions to ask to my guests is how do you define sisterhood in pageantry?
Sisterhood is one of the things that I feel you need to experience because it's very different from what social media says and what someone can tell you about. Because firstly, the people I've dealt with or I've experienced will most likely not be the same people you experience, right? We all know that in social media they say that pageantry, everyone is very fake, everyone is rude, nobody will like you, nobody will talk to you. We all know that. But what I've experienced is all the girls are absolutely lovely. They are so welcoming. They help you. It's not any of those things of this one will cut your dress, this one will do this. So the girls that I've experienced have been absolutely amazing. They've been absolutely lovely. And sisterhood is definitely a bond that you will have not only now but for years to come. For example, my bond with the reigning Miss Teen Universe, Lynette, she is an absolutely phenomenal woman, and we speak from time to time, and we are actually planning on once we go to South Africa, we're gonna have a whole time that we spend together. It's a lifelong friendship that you actually build when you go to pageants. Yes.
Yes, I define sisterhood as the foundation of pageantry. Without
Mhm.
us being together, without us meeting, pageantry will be a total mess. You know, having
Yes.
people from us coming together, sometimes I know it's scary, like you may think, oh yeah, that person
Hmm.
will not like me or whatever. Sisterhood is real. Not everyone
Yes.
will be, but you will find those who are real with you, and that's all
Hmm.
you need.
Yes. Definitely.
Any more questions? I have only one question left,
Yes.
and I'm trying to my brain for others, but let's ask. So I hope, okay, God, please. This is part two of episode 36 of the Power Pageantry series. Let me allow Innocentia in. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, we are back. So yeah, I added some questions, and if anyone has a
Yes.
question, they will send it through.
Okay.
So, what advice would you give to someone whose family does not support their dream of entering into pageantry?
That's actually a very difficult one because your family, I feel that should be your backbone within pageantry. But at the same time, I feel that sometimes family members don't support it in the sense that because they feel it's a type of thing where they're trying to shield you from something, right? That what they think. I won't lie, I also do have a fair share of people in my life that still don't support me, even though they've seen what I'm capable of. I feel that they're trying to shield me from something that I don't know personally. But if you, for one, this you're really passionate about this and you're able to put in the work and the effort, and you can have an amazing team, which probably is not your family, to be with you and guide you and support you, then you can definitely still succeed. Because I feel like they want to see something happen before they fully put their whole effort into you as well. But please, families, let's support our girls and boys in pageantry. This is a dream and it's a walk that we cannot do alone.
As a title holder, how do you take care of your mental health during your reign?
I, for one, keep it in the sense of my title does not define me. As much as I'm still Innocentia, my title is an addition towards me. So without my crown and my sash, I must still know that I am the person I was before I won the title. That's one way I take care of my mental health. Another way is to definitely take breaks and have free time towards not only my title but towards myself as well. Yes.
Can you give any tips to prepare for internationals?
A tip is, firstly, if the funds do allow, invest in a pageant coach, a stylist, makeup lessons, hair lessons. I feel that those are the skeleton of what you need to compete internationally. Another tip would to watch the previous year's videos, the shows, to understand how, obviously every year it does change, but you can kind of get a flow and an understanding of what happens within the pageant. Look it up, understand your pageant, study it, make sure that you feel that you've met the requirements of your pageant. I, for one, would say watch a lot of YouTube to understand. There are amazing pageant coaches out there that give free advice and free lessons. Also, message previous queens to hear about their experience. That, for one, did help me. Yes.
So I have this thing called hashtag hair path to the crown. So we created a group on WhatsApp where we help each other with preparing for interview and on stage. So last we had a coach from USA who had a whole presentation for us. So we're gonna continue doing that. So if you want to be a part of that, this is only for girls. I'm sorry, boys, but it's only for girls. So if you want to be a part of that, then you can let me know and I'll send you the link and we'll just get ready for our next crown.
Yes, I would be so honored to actually join as well. I would love to.
Okay, I will send you the link.
Thank you.
Does anyone have a question? My last question is actually, if you could get one message right now out there, what would you say?
My message would definitely be towards everyone, not be very directed to one or other person, but that would be that we as people should be able to have empathy and understanding towards each other. We should be able to understand the next person and what they go through and their differences. We should be able to live as a whole and not have this diversion between different people and different aspects. And we should break stereotypes and not listen to social media based standards.
Does anyone have a question? I see people are coming in, so if anyone has a question for Innocentia or me, you can send the question in. Seems like people are running away.
Yes.
Hello, if you've just joined us, this is the Power of Pageantry series, episode 36, and I am Sibuli Loho from South Africa, and this is INNOCENTIA MUKUBI from Namibia. You know, I was confused with my episodes. I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, this is episode 5, and it was episode 36. And I heard your video. I was like, what is she talking about? And then I went back. I was like, oh, I'm there.
Yes.
Any questions? We're just waiting for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're giving you a platform to ask. Don't be afraid. We don't bite.
Yes, we don't bite.
Okay. 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 Yes. NG Sikonyela says she's pretty. Okay. Wow.
Thank
Now the
you.
question comes in. And congratulations, Queen. How are you using the title to make a difference? Ooh.
Okay. So I use my title to make a difference through my advocacy, which is about boy child empowerment through positive masculinity. I spoke more about it in the first live. That's how I feel that I'm making a difference within my community through the 4x4 initiative.
Ona Leruna says you both are beautiful.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Now Malaika is asking a question that I wanted to ask, but I forgot.
Mhm.
She's saying, how do you balance schoolwork and pageantry at the same time?
I balance it definitely with time management and discipline. Discipline in the sense that I must know that this is the time for school, and for example, to be able to work out my time and know that, okay, um, Monday to Friday from 8 to, let's say, 8 to 3, it's strictly school. I can't be going for photo shoots, I can't be attending events, and so on and so forth. But after that, I am very much flexible in order to attend events. For one, I know that school has to come first, and my academics are number one. And pageantry is just, like I said, it's an addition towards me. So balancing it definitely helps with my time management and discipline.
So I see people have run away,
Mhm.
but thank you so much for honoring my invite and being here. You are a queen, and I wish you all the best in everything that you do.
Thank you
Thank you so much. I
so
had
much.
a great time. Hope you had a great time too.
Yes, I did. Thank you so much for having me.
I hope I'm gonna see you in South Africa. Is it November? Yeah, I think it's
Yes,
November. I hope
yes,
you're able
I will be
to.
there. I will
Yeah,
definitely be
by
there.
grace, I hope I'm gonna be available, and I hope I'm gonna attend so that I can see you guys. That I wanted to see Esther. I had her on the series. Esther, the
Mm-hmm.
new Miss Teen South
Universe,
Africa.
yes.
Yeah,
Mr. Universe,
I wanted
yes.
to cheer her on. So yeah,
Yes.
okay.
All
Thank you
right.
guys so much. In this was episode 36 of the Power Pageantry series, and goodbye to everyone. Hope you had a great time. Thank you for interacting with us. We had a great time. Thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. I think I did announce this last episode, but I will be officially closing off the Power Passion series in February 2025. So I promise I'm gonna give you the best of the best. So do stay tuned, do keep looking out for more episodes. But I will be off for now until December. I'm gonna come back December. So see you all guys in December. Have a good night. Have a good morning wherever you are. Bye.